Of SummerSlam tonight. Got a couple wrestling content videos coming today. Um, about to react to the boys Kiss the Ring. You feel me? Kenny Bomb and company, Brian. You know what I'm saying? The guys that watch our videos. So, and today they talking about the Hardy Boys. So I heard the news. Hardy Boys met with WWE officials, and it looks like they may be on their way back to the WWE Universe. Cause hey, they in TNA right now. NXT, TNA already collaborating. I would like to see them in NXT, working with the young guys up in that tag division. But let's see what they about to say. Let's see their opinions, man. Let's see what they about to say.
Old legends returning to the WWE one more time after a couple of years, after an interesting way of parting from the company, especially in terms of Jeff, Mother F and Hardy. And then we have Matt Hardy coming back with him potentially because
And we know what happened when they was in AEW. They were slated to win the tag titles, right? But we all know what happened, man. Jeff Hardy and his demons, past transgressions, stuff like that, kind of mess it up for us all, man. Honestly, so I was looking forward to that, honestly. But things happened, and they didn't like the way they was booked after that, and ended up leaving.
let's just check out the news real quick and then I'll get your guys' opinion on this. But PWInsider.com is reporting that the Hardy Boys had a meeting with WWE officials in
Did I
Cleveland,
just say it?
Ohio ahead of SummerSlam. The Hardys were in town.
Hey. Could we see him tonight? Could we see him? Probably not. It's no tag match tonight. So, honestly, that Bloodline DIY match could have been on the card, but whatever. We see what happened on SmackDown.
Appearing at Destination WrestleCon convention, Matt Hardy is also taking on Nick Gage at Game Changer Wrestling, so they're basically in
Okay.
the area. No word on what was discussed, but we have also heard some content was filmed to be rolled out via WWE Digital as well.
Yeah, because
So
you
shout
know
out to Slam
TNA and WWE is
News.
collaborating, so
So
I can
one
see
more
that.
thing
And
I
they
gotta
legends.
show you
They
guys,
legends. So
like I said, they're in the area basically. The
okay,
Hardy Boys
Jeff
are
looking
in
young.
Cleveland. This was six
Looking like
hours
the
ago.
old Jeff.
They were spotted in the airport. At least Jeff Hardy was. I don't know where Matt is, but obviously he has to be very close behind. So I guess I'll start with Mr.
Looking like
Brian. How do you feel about Hardy Boys
2008.
returning, potentially returning to the WWE? Where do you see this going?
Let's see what they say. No Hardy Boy slander will be tolerated. You understand me? You understand me, Kiss the Ring podcast? No Hardy Boy slander. You feel me? No Hardy Boy slander, cuz. You feel me?
Y'all want me to be honest or?
Be honest.
Uh-oh.
Give it to him blunt.
No, I don't know, man. I think they washed, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I know fans don't want to hear this, but I think that at this
What I just say? What I just say? Watch your mouth, Brian. You watch your mouth, bro. Watch your mouth, man.
point in time, it looks like Jeff Hardy is on a good road, though, lately. From what I've heard, it looks like he's really taking care of himself, so that's always good to see. But I do think that right now, man, it's like,
But for
I
how
guess
long,
we can see
right?
one last run, get him in a Hall of Fame, but at
Yeah.
the same time, it's something that doesn't interest me at this point in their careers. And that's just me,
Understandable.
just generally speaking. I don't know how other people
see
feel
how
about
some
this.
people
It's
lost their
nostalgic.
trust
I mean, it's
in
cool as
the
whatever. Jeff
boys.
Hardy is one of the best of all time, but I don't know, man. I ain't really feeling this too much. It's very nonchalant about it, honestly.
So, I guess
So, my opinion on that, I mean, obviously not the young spring chickens they used to be, right? Especially Jeff, after he broke his leg in that motocross thing and stuff like that. He hasn't been the same. He even said it. I would like to see them, like I said, go to NXT, do some things there, win NXT tag titles. After that, bring them up after a couple months to the main roster. Do a program. I don't know with who because the tag division on the main roster and NXT is just not there, man. Um, I would have, like I said, I would like them. I would have liked them to have a better run in AEW because AEW tag division is just a little bit better than WWE's. I'm just being honest, in my opinion, right? Um, and just ended it there like Sting did. But them coming back home, right? The Hardy Boys, they've been everywhere, man. So they obviously they started their career in WWF at the time, and they won every tag title like that to hold, right? Um, but yeah, come back, have a little run, and just retire and go into a Hall of Fame. Honestly, it's not much they really can do. And as far as solo runs, no, I don't see it. Um, we saw what happened last time they was there. Jeff walked out, Matt, whatever. So it's like, yeah,
To you, like they're just gonna sign the Legends contract, appear once or twice, do a couple of little segments, and get up out of there, basically.
love to see him
That's what I'm
in a
hoping
video
for.
game, though. Definitely.
Well, Kenny, what do you think about this?
Get him back in the game. That's all.
Get him back in the
how
game, bro.
dare you, my
2K
friend? The
game.
Hardys are legends, but I'll tell you one thing though. Chickens, they come, they go.
Go.
But Jeff Hardy, he was apologizing again recently. This man has been through the ringer, like back and back and back. He was like, I wasn't happy with what I did to AEW. They gave me a chance. They believed in me, and I blew it. Like, bro,
Definitely.
you blew it in TNA. You blew it in WWE when you went back. You went to AEW. You blew it, and he was saying, I'm going to do good in TNA this time. So now apparently he's jumping from TNA and going back to WWE. I mean, I was the biggest
Let's
Jeff
keep
Hardy
that
fan
though.
when I was little.
Let's get that straight. He wasn't signed to TNA.
No, not signed. I'm not saying he was signed, but he was over there doing it up.
Yeah, we all were,
Right,
man.
But now I guess
Hardy Boys,
TNA and
especially
WWE
Jeff.
they have this partnership. So even if he was signed to TNA, I think he would still be able to go
Generational
back
talent,
to
even outside
WWE.
just wrestling.
But now he's
right?
getting another chance in WWE
Swag
again
icon,
after he
style
left
icon,
the last
drip
time, just
god,
walking through the
if
crowd
you
like,
will.
I'm up out of here, y'all. Y'all, peace. We
Is
never
that what
saw
he
him on
did?
WWE TV again.
Yeah,
That's what he
don't you
did.
Remember,
Yeah, he
like he
just walked
literally
out.
in the middle of the match. This was a live event. Took a bump or something. I was like, I'm done.
Job
I don't wanna do this
abandonment.
anymore. Literally walked out, and that's when like a couple of months later he debuted in AEW. Like,
Literally.
That's insane.
job
I wasn't even
abandonment.
aware of that.
yeah,
Yeah, man. It was a bad way out. Now Matt Hardy, he did all his contract stuff, and he was kind of going crazy with the delete, and the what does he call it? Woken Matt Hardy before he came to
Yeah, I
WWE.
would like to see them be
So
broken
he
hearted,
wasn't
honestly.
getting what he
Come
wanted
back. I'm
from
saying,
his
come
character
back.
in
Listen,
WWE. So he said,
come back to NXT. Do the broken Hardys thing, right? Because honestly, I feel like people only see the Hardys, the Hardy Boys jumping off ladders, through tables, things of that nature. They can't do that like anymore. I want them to do character work, and the broken Hardys thing is great character work. Do it in NXT. Bring that gimmick down there. Work with the young talent down there. Get some guys over. Get an NXT tag title run. And then you can come up to the main roster. I mean, bring the broken thing up there. If not, you know, like how they be switching between gimmicks, switch back to the Hardys. I would say maybe do it maybe at a SummerSlam, at a Mania, once or twice a year, but you can't. It's not sustainable. You can't keep jumping off ladders at 50 years old and stuff like that. So, character work, man. Like how they was doing the AEW with Private Party. Do something like that in NXT with a young tag team or something like that.
let me jump to AEW and do what I do over here. So I don't mind Matt Hardy kind of taking a chance on himself and trying to do that in AEW, but the way Jeff left just wasn't good. But these are ultimately WWE guys. They made themselves legends in the WWE. Jeff Hardy had a very high ceiling, but I mean, he kind of self-destructed himself. So WWE giving them another chance. Shouts out to the E, but I don't know how this is going to end.
I think it's gonna end like the way I said in the beginning of the video to Brian. There's gonna to Brian. They're gonna be back in the WWE games 100% immediately.
And that's like the main thing.
Regardless if they appear on TV or not at this point, for sure. They're gonna go ahead and do the Dudley Boys run from 2016. I don't know if any of you remember Brian Kenny or anybody's watching right now, but like that run Well, I remember
was mid.
it being extremely underwhelming for HardyBoyz.
Yeah.
Not HardyBoyz, but Dudley Boys themselves. They did
Pretty
basically
mid.
nothing. They were just very
Didn't they
old
get buried by
legends,
like
old
Luke Gallows and
timers
them?
there just to, I guess, put over a couple of names as a nostalgia act. Because at this point, Matt Hardy cannot move, and after all the punishment Jeff Hardy has.
I don't think
put
neither one of
himself
them
through,
can.
he's
Like I said, they're not
moving at
spring
all
chickens,
either.
man. They're not young.
Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna give him the Intercontinental?
Jeff was doing Ricochet moves before Ricochet was even thought of, bro. Go back and watch the footage. Go back and watch the footage. They're doing a great Sasuke, like dive over the ropes. Like would just run, jump on the top rope, do a backflip. Like, come on, man. Like doing the Arabian press that like Sami Zayn do. Like Jeff been doing all that. But like I said, age, the demons, and the motocross accident.
Championship, I would like, or even United States. Like, I would argue that in his last run when he was like feuding with Sheamus in the WWE, Jeff Hardy was pretty much done physically there as well, and I wasn't seeing a high ceiling for him at all. And then he went off and pulled off that maneuver, right? Just walking out. And then you have his whole past with, as Kenny mentioned, TNA and everything else, just many mistakes after mistakes. Problems at AEW, but I wouldn't say he was too problematic himself in AEW. Maybe I'm wrong because I don't know exactly what happened backstage, but like his booking was, I think, was the tough thing there. But then again, I can't blame AEW either because, like, I feel sad at this point.
I mean, he had a couple great singles matches though. His match with Darby Allin, I think, in the Owen, was that last year or a couple years ago. Recently, go back in my video, check the channel out. His match with Swerve, it was cool. It was cool. Gave Swerve the rub, gave Swerve the push. And then I think the week after that, when he faced Darby on Rampage, that was a pretty damn good match, honestly.
I'll be quite honest with you guys. Like, I think these guys have done enough. They've put themselves, especially Jeff Hardy, has put himself enough of physical torment that
always
he
be
can let
legend
it
though.
go.
You
He
can't
doesn't need
change
to
that.
wrestle
Like
anymore.
cultural
Maybe this might be an
icons,
unpopular opinion,
cultural
let me know down in the chat.
icons.
But I think it's okay for Jeff Hardy to hang it out at this point. Like, he even is
Slow
in
it down,
pain
like,
when doing a
you know,
simple
once or twice, maybe
twist
a
of
couple
fate. So
times a
much
year they
so
can get in the ring and stuff like
for
that. But as
3,
far as
4
like
years
full
now,
time doing it
when
every
he's doing
week,
the twist of
no.
fate, he does it as a stunner, so he doesn't have to bump on his back. Like, I think enough is enough, but that's my somber take on this whole subject. Just enjoy your money, your Legends contract, appear in a couple of segments, maybe do a couple of easy matches if you have dream matches left, I guess. But I can't think of a good tag team in the WWE right now.
That's
that
what I'm
would,
saying, honestly.
be like a dream match. But I guess if you want to put over DIY or something, like just to give them a name, just to give them something to do, you can do that. But yeah, to me, like Brian, this is not a return that I'm like heavily looking forward to. So
Ring for.
yeah, no.
Nah, not at all.
I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, they're the Hardys, man. I think what they need to do, you're right, it's time to hang it up because Matt Hardy, when he's out there, man, he just looks like a tank and he looks hurt and he's not good in the ring. Same with Jeff Hardy when he does the twist, not the twist of fate, the Swanton Bomb, like his back hits like the opponent and he just looks like a big old whale just landing on them. Like, yo, shouts out to these young men. They did what they needed to do in their careers, but it's time to cancel Christmas.
yeah, man, for their own health, like more
Farewell
important
tour.
than anything else,
John
we had
Cena having his
that
farewell
discussion
tour.
with
Sting
regards
just
to Bryan
retired.
Danielson as
I'm
well.
hearing something about Michael
I
Cole.
love Jeff
Like,
Hardy.
it's the
Like
end of
one
an
my
era,
favorites
bruh.
of all time. After the maneuvers he put, like I still respect the crazy things he
Our
did,
childhood
but, like,
heroes, they're
after
hanging up
everything
the
he pulled
boots.
in his career,
And so am I.
I don't like him as much. I'll say it that way, I guess.
Yeah, these
Like,
guys-